Yeah,
But I will tell you, I was looking at some cheesecake there. I don't know if that's from Diet. I don't know if that's so good. But that's some cheesecake.
Good evening and welcome to the Wayne County Board of Elections. First on the agenda is the approval of today's agenda.
Madam Chair, I'll make the motion. We approve the agenda as listed.
Seconded.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept today's agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next, we have the director's report.
Okay, we have quite a few absentees for tonight. Just a quick recap of early voting. Our total as of right now, as of this morning, with early voting and absentee by mail, is 34,653 voters already. That's 46% turnout already. We continue early voting. We had a busy weekend at all 5 sites, Saturday and Sunday. We continue through this week, and then this final Saturday is 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And so we fully expect that we'll be there late, because if you're in line by 3 p.m., you get to vote. So we do expect to have long lines. We had long lines the final day in 2016, and so we fully expect our lines to be long. We encourage voters to go if they're going to early vote and they don't want to wait in long lines. The last few days the numbers have been slow, so I would say tomorrow will probably be your last opportunity to avoid the long lines. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we expect lines. And again, we encourage the Maxwell Center and the Bear Creek Missionary Baptist Association for smaller lines. We're continuing preparations for Election Day. We're getting stuff delivered this week. We've got everything lined up. Everything's going well. We've had no real issues with the election, with the exception, again, of electioneers and candidates. That's normal. But as far as, reconciliation and processes and administration, everything has gone well. That's all I have, unless you have any questions. Today at 5 p.m. was the absentee by mail request deadline. So if you didn't request one by 5 p.m. today, you need to show up and vote in person. The FPCA request deadline, of course, is Monday at 6:30 p.m. So they can request up until Monday at 5 p.m. Sorry. And then that's for military and overseas voters only. That's all I got.
Okay. Next on the agenda, we have the absentee, the presentation and approval, counting and signatures.
Okay, I'm going to turn over to Andrew real quick about the litigation.
Yeah, so there was actually a development as you all were meeting last Tuesday night. So the North Carolina Republican Party and also the Trump campaign appealed to the Fourth Circuit in Virginia and this was only in respect to the absentee mailing deadline. If you recall, there was a consent judgment that extended that by 9 days instead of the statutory 3 days. They appealed that to the Fourth Circuit. They lost at the Fourth Circuit, so it was a 12-3 decision. They actually appealed that to United States Supreme Court, where it's pending right now. As of today, this afternoon, I checked. I had not seen a decision on that. I will say that Wisconsin had a very similar appeal, and as of last night, actually right before the confirmation vote on the new justice, the Trump administration was successful on that. So almost ideally, similar case. I believe theirs was extended from 3 days to 6 days, and that was struck down by the Supreme Court. So honestly, I think probably the Supreme Court is going to issue a similar decision. If they don't do it tonight, I'd be very surprised. I would think definitely within the next day, because we're coming up so close on it. So if they're going to make a decision, I suspect it'll be, if not tonight, then sometime tomorrow. But that only affects that extension, 9 days versus 3 days. Still has to be out by Election Day. So I think the best advice we can give everybody right now is just make sure you get those absentee ballots in as quickly as possible, since everything's kind of shifting on that. but that doesn't change any of those cure affidavits or cure process. All that remains resolved, so the only pending issue right now is just that extension of the mailing deadline.
And speaking of the cure process, that's been, we maintain that every day we do our cures. Every day we reissue ballots to voters that were missing that witness signature. Or get the cure if they were missing any other component but had the witness signature. So right now, we've got 47 who are still pending cure. We've got 55 who were issued a new ballot and haven't returned it yet. And we've have, since the last meeting, 34 who had been issued a new ballot, but who went to vote instead. So those are pretty good numbers, but we'll continue with that through Election Day, so with issuing the cures. The deadline for returning the cure is the same as the ballot. So, all right, moving on, we have a lot of military, just a few overseas, and we have 846 civilians to do tonight. All righty. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
With no food.
You missed them,
Yes. Oh, okay, all right. Rick don't make me cry.
We left you.
Okay, thank you.
And,
Just like we did last time.
So yeah, there's 846, 16 of them are cures. And then we have one visually impaired voter in this batch as well, so that requires duplication, so then you all will need to review that voter's duplicated ballot. Same as the FPCA, it's that portal.
Every other would always look for an odd number then. One, you have two, and three, so odd numbers.
Y'all waiting on me? You ready? Seal 41.
Civ 1808. I'm sorry, 1806. 1806.
3651, 3651.
Forty-seven,
Thank you.
37.
Right, 5946. Yes.
6735.
7334.
7978, 7978.
8394.
Thank you.
$86.46.
8880.
We'll take that last page. It'll be, 9047. 9047.
Thanks.
Oh, I need a letter opener. Odds are. Thank you, I got one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Annie, at what point can a voter who voted by absentee ballot check to see if their ballot went through?
As soon as I check it in, they can look on, the state board's website under voter lookup tool, and they can see that their ballot was accepted.
Okay.
So they don't get to see that it went into the machine, which is what a lot of voters are asking us right now. Okay, accepted means that everything was, correct on your return container envelope, and it will be presented to the board. So there's a meeting date and a accepted notation on their record. And that just means that you all will feed it into the machine.
Okay, and how do they get to that?
The voter lookup tool?
Voter lookup tool?
Yeah, so the same place where you go to check your registration or go to check your polling place, you just scroll down to absentee requests, and it has like a little, you have to expand the field, and then you can see your returned ballot, the link to it. And they can see like the board meeting that it went through.
So these are already on the website?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
yep. Yeah, once it's accepted, then it becomes public, just like the absentee early voting.
Okay.
Once you vote, it becomes public. So the request is confidential, but the actual record that you voted is public.
Yeah, there's a list on their Wayne County side of all those who voted.
The for early voting,
Early vote.
yep, early voting.
But not absentee.
Not absentee because we can't distribute lists of absentee voters until Election Day.
Gotcha.
Absentee by mail voters, sorry.
Okay, I have someone here who voted for 2 people for president. Will they just kick back out, or will that? Machine will decide?
Mhm.
Okay.
Damn. Machine done got put into process.
Yep.
Machine say, yeah, I like him. Yeah, like, yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah,
Nice machine.
yeah.
Very expensive machine.
My favorite machine is that one.
I know, right? That was a great investment.
Yes, it was. My favorite right now.
Yes, sir.
week at 4,785, and that's where we're starting today.
Be over about 5,500 when we're done.
To open.
Mm,
What's that?
mhm.
These are empty. one duplicated for civilians. So I'll leave that here and then we'll pass it along.
Eddie's busy, I'll take.
You did it earlier. I know.
You do, okay. He's already up and running. You want to get that one up? Woo!
Rick? It's been a few years since I talked to you, CMJ. But, Cal Cunningham was
I knew he was going there.
found guilty. I didn't think he was on active duty. Was he on reserve duty when this thing took place? Was he charged with assaulting? Violation of CMJ.
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Since I talked to you, he said, Cal Cunningham. That's me. Well, anyhow,
Oh. Oh, there's the.
Just curious. That was the one issue with my students. What do you need? Don't get up any of you, right? You come up with different set of rules. make a motion to accept civilian, that's how they run.
Second?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay.
Do I really have to? Okay. I have officially stopped watching football this year. I just want to put that out. Yeah. We had a funeral for the Dallas Cowboys Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be a diehard Cowboy fan.
So I'm gonna be in mourning.
Well, Washington had to win for Ron. I mean, he just got out of cancer treatment.
Well, I'll take that. Yeah, yeah.
Plus the Cowboys, you know, they were like, yeah, it'd be nice if we lose and let them feel good about themselves today.
I'll even take that.
That's pretty decent, pretty decent, and only scored a field goal.
Yeah. Look, the funniest thing I saw on Facebook was said the Cowboys got their whole team on the plane and flew to
Yeah,
Washington
I saw that.
to kick a field goal.
They got 3 points.
That was a lot of effort to kick a field goal.
The whole team from 3,000 miles.
I quit playing for the Cowboys when they fired Coach Landry. They took
Oh, my
a classic
God.
team and a classic coach and turned it into nothing. And from that time on, I said,
Well, I mean,
Jim Jones can do what he wants to with that thing.
he did all right for the first 3-4 years, and then, well, he let Jimmy Johnson go, and we've been in the toilet ever since. Oh my God!
What's the verdict on Prescott? Is he, I mean, I know it's over for this year, but
6 months
Sigma,
healing process.
he broke his ankle, is that what happened?
Yeah.
I tell you what, the Panthers are doing better than I thought they were going to do.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good.
I mean, they lost Sunday, but I mean, they're not getting beat to pieces.
Yeah, they had a chance to win at the end Sunday.
Yeah, they did. Did you see that field goal missed by that bunch?
Yeah. I mean, Breeze didn't play his best, but he did what he had to do when he had to do it. And Bridgewater was hanging in there, made some time to throw.
The Saints are a good team.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good game because both sides were just marching down the field
Yeah.
to start with.
Yeah. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to sign where my name is, right? Not where Rick's is. Okay.
Unless you want the job.
No, I'm good.
Annie, well, Eddie's a big way of signing. Pass me that checkbook for me, please. Just leave the amount blank.
Yeah, I mean, I will work that out.
There's a signed copy. This is the signed copy.
Virginia. All right. My favorite.
Excuse me.
Overseas civilians.
Yes. There's 15 total. So I'll just start passing those along.
All right.
They already been duped, right?
They already been duplicated.
There's a sign.
Don't recognize any of those guys and gals.
I'm gonna send it back my way.
just with those.
Tell her.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
The fold. Mhm. There you go.
You're struggling, Brian. I understand. I was like that.
I might need some of that Java in there.
I made it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Better watch some late night movies because you're going to be up.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, help now, kills you later.
You saw this email.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Okay. So you just want us to respond by email?
Yeah. Okay, this one had to get duplicated, our very last civilian one. So let this one jump the line. And I think it was the fold over the tiny mark.
Thank you.
envelopes. She put a lot of work into that.
That's a duplicated one.
Yeah.
It won't be one.
You know.
This voter's all over the place.
Jimmy has it. The one? Mm-hmm.
Hey, got an F wop. Just thought I'd share that with y'all. But I
Got you an F one?
You got one right here.
Right. I can't wait.
I like to call them flobs.
Yeah.
It's a fun word. Flob.
Wob. Wob.
Sounds like some kind of delicacy.
Flop.
Five-star restaurant.
Some kind of athletic move. I did a flop.
Yeah.
What was it? Those people that used to jump over the stick thing.
Oval.
Pole
Not the pole vault.
Oh.
Well, yeah, maybe it was. It was the somebody flop.
Yeah. That would be the, and it was on the tip of my tongue.
Something berry, something.
Yeah, yeah.
Raspberry flop.
Yeah.
Was it something like that?
Wadsberry.
Okay. It was something like that. Wake up there, young man. You better be getting more sleep. You're gonna need it after that baby's born.
Yeah.
Better catch up a few months ahead of time.
I can see Brian in Walmart right now in a trench coat and short pants. He's like, Brian. Yeah, I had to give the baby some diapers.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm really not woke, okay?
Or it might be pretty soon. He might be out there at 2 o'clock in the morning getting something for his wife.
Yeah.
She's hungry. She wants this.
Okay. Okay.
I'm obviously slow at this.
Wow, I guess that.
Sure. Where's the surprise?
Hold on, wait a minute. Something's not right.
Surprise 85388. Yeah, they don't put them on the FBCA, so I have to like Google Arizona.
Yes, I can.
Easy enough.
You don't think we'll get no FWABs to count on the third day.
But if they come on the 3rd, we'll count them on the 12th.
12, okay.
Yeah, we'll get a lot. That's when we get the majority of them.
Okay. I just wanted to say the word again, so I just figured out.
I already have some for next week.
Oh, there you go, okay, good. I'm happy. That's where he coming to
They
do,
came in this afternoon.
to do with that. Yeah. Have some FWABs, so I'll be here. I'll be here. FWABs.
Maybe they could call it the Eddie Edwards flop.
Yeah, there you go, there you go, yeah. They already calling it something already. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I mix them up for you?
Huh?
Did I get them mixed up?
Yeah, that's okay, I got them. Yeah, that's good, just sit one.
Last one.
And you got all them over there?
Yeah, this is the military.
Oh, Lord.
So, we were looking for 5631, and that's what we got, so.
You're here. 5631. So I think we're gonna make our goal, we said we're gonna hit 50,000, I think we're gonna make that. Overall.
Think it's gonna be 60,000?
Well, we said 50, and,
Well, I think you're gonna be between 60 and 65.
so,
Oh, we'll do that easily.
So we have how many registered voters in Wayne County?
75,000,
75,000. How many are we at now? 40?
34.
34?
Was it 34? Yeah. With the absentees.
I think we'll hit somewhere between 60
Make
and
myself sticky
65,000.
notes.
46%. 34,653.
Yeah, we're at 46%. And that doesn't include today.
Right.
But today was slow.
I'm gonna put on Facebook tonight, if you wanna go through early voting without a line,
Yeah,
get with
So we
it.
need,
and that's even
Yeah.
iffy,
Yeah.
but I think with that storm coming,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go with
That's
it.
not gonna be helpful either for Saturday. Probably, that'll push people into Friday and Saturday.
yeah, I think so. We'll be out babysitting. Glorified day.
You said we have 60 military? Is that-
Yep, we do.
you grabbed it and rang it up.
They're done. They're done. I think he's on this last one.
That thing I kept for you. I got it. I'm gonna move around. I lost it. He learned his lesson. Look for bread.
Next year, I'm gonna sit on the other end of the table. Oh, Jimmy is crazy. You got to tell them that.
I'll tell them.
This is better than his history teacher.
You wanna, there's a lot of these, so I'll just go ahead and start this, while we're finishing up the other.
I wish when I lost that thing, we moved around. I kept it for years. It was called Bellevue Review or something, Bellevue
sir.
Review.
Oh, I need to, that road we just finished on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have, 65 military, so there's quite a few there.
Sign that one.
I don't like the cameras like right on the ballot. I was tired. It's a 5. No, you've already approved it, so when we do the.
Well,
sword
again, I'll
coming
just
out.
reiterate that I'm very happy to be sitting to the right of Miss Cowan tonight, since we have 60 of these bad boys.
That's right. Cause you know you ain't gotta do much.
Right. We just double check.
Y'all don't even do that. Y'all
Light
just pass it
quality,
on.
light quality.
Wait a
control.
minute now, I raised my right hand, blah, 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 doing my thing over here. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, y'all take advantage of that. Oh, she didn't catch it, ain't nowhere around.
We know what your motivation is. You don't want Bridget's mama to be told you messed up.
She got it the other day, too.
Hey.
Oh, yes,
15.
Yeah.
She looked just like it today with her hair out.
You're so sick.
You know, Eddie, that is one of the few, very few rewards for teaching exactly what you're talking about. You see those teachers, you see them.
See them go on and do well.
It's a funny thing about teachers, though. I don't care how old people get, when they see former teachers,
Yep.
they
Just
light
that
up.
little boy.
It's unbelievable. Because my mother is 92, and when she sees her former students, they light up. It's unbelievable.
Dude, like, what am I supposed to do with that? It's in a foreign language.
And that's, yeah.
My
I
daddy
need a
always say,
translator.
he said, you always gonna be a better than me.
Yeah.
He said, even if you get to be 70, he said, I'm gonna be 135. He said, so, you think I'm good, baby.
Well, my mother said to me, you always gonna be my baby.
That's right.
You might as well.
Yeah, I said, let me see, no, 130, not 35. He was 38 years old when I was born, so whatever that 70, 38.
Yeah,
It's the same thing when we come here, when we were teenagers, we didn't catch up. We did not have ground,
Hey, when I was a teenager, anybody over 30 was old.
Yeah.
It's true. Same is
Yep.
true today.
I'm my parents' age now, that's a mother.
do it. There's your 15.
Am I pushing those far enough, Brian?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
We got a letter from one of our voters that's in German. I'm proud to say that I can translate this letter.
Well, we kind of knew that because you
Because-
told us that it was in German.
Because I took German for 7 years, and I have a basic understanding, so.
That's awesome.
So now you're gonna read it.
Were y'all ever stationed in Germany?
Yeah, Ramstein.
Really? So you guys are really using
We
it?
did.
Wow.
Never thought I would use German, and then I ended up at Ramstein, and it came in handy.
I bet it did.
That's good.
Andy, the first time, I took 4 years of German in college. The first time I met a German, it was just, wasn't in a bar, but it was always like a social. And I started talking to him. He looked at me, he says, "You learned in college?"
Aw.
Yeah, he said, "We don't talk like that."
No.
I said,
No.
"Well," he said, "Let's talk English." I go, "Oh, okay."
I was in there for 4 years. I learned to basically ask directions and order food.
And
Say
the
good
train, how to figure out the train.
Yeah.
I had that down.
Guten Abend, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend.
Wo ist die Bahnhof? Where's the train station?
Good old Oompa.
Ich möchte ein Bratwurst mit Pommes
Oh,
frites.
it's like has personal information. It's like an attestation. He did it in English and German.
I'm spaced out, I'm telling you. Running out of gas.
I understand.
What?
We have, from the voters.
Yeah, electioneers can't pass it.
Well, you got the right
I think
people.
we're doing it right.
You're doing it.
There's like,
Hey, you got it right.
And each time I get to a site, I ladies and gentlemen working fellows, everyone's been very polite and cordial.
Yeah, the voters, all that worry that we had about arguments, about masks and things like that, it just hasn't happened.
90% of them will wear a mask or take one when offered.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it's electioneers that you should have taught and trained.
Yeah, I tell you, they something else.
Well, they just want their way, and that's all there is to it. And our job is to ensure order.
Everyone has stopped me and to say, commented about how pleasant the Maxwell Center specifically was, how they appreciated getting the vote there.
Yeah, that was a great decision.
I don't know what we did differently, honestly.
But if you guys, I think it's worth mentioning that you guys watch I'm saying it, normally we did say, y'all watch the county commissioners meeting and how they took credit for, the decision.
I did not
They
see
were like,
that.
"Oh, we made a great decision."
Really?
What,
The county commissioners in their final comments, I had nothing but positive comments about the Maxwell Center being chosen as a early voting site. Nothing but positive comments. We made a great decision.
Hey, maybe we should do it every year.
Yeah. And I was like, okay.
We'll be back next.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
take care of that.
See you next year,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah, that's right.
I might not see the big room, but,
Yeah. But now, to one of the commissioners' credit, he did say, well, after much trepidation, I think we made a right decision.
Care to elaborate, Commissioner?
Yeah.
I have
Don't
comments. but
confuse
I'm
me
gonna
with
say
facts.
them.
My mind's made up.
No comment.
I'll say the technician staff worked a lot of hours to put that site together. Certainly wasn't challenge, never done one quite that large.
That's what we needed for this
Yeah.
election.
With COVID in mind, everything was a little bit different.
It was a no-brainer.
They did a great job. Out there is chugging right along.
And I think
This one,
anything-
Bridget, is
anything
all
we
over the map.
included, including,
Okay.
Bear Creek too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's certain too. I mean, that's number 2 right now.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in the hood been already done. I'm sorry.
I want to make it very clear. Not what I said. You said that.
Well, also putting stuff in the newspaper. I mean, it's been in the newspaper a lot.
Yeah.
And it's been mostly good information on where you can vote, you know, when and all that.
Yeah, I try to keep it, the info relative to like what's happening right at that moment to help people, you know.
That helped the 150 people that still take the paper.
I know. I know.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Still take it. I'm like,
Well, if you don't know that there's an election going on, I really can't help you.
That's right. That person shouldn't have a right to vote anyway.
Vote because of other things outside of your control.
I
We've
feel like
had-
we've been voting forever.
Since September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw roads nowadays.
Yep.
I know, but they're steep.
They're long.
Or long, yeah.
One day at a time. You make it through one day,
Right.
you're
Or
good.
What day it is, but you know, you made it through.
Yeah. To see the sun rise the next day.
And we see it rise from here.
my wife's grandmother used to say, this too shall pass.
Right.
This too.
I think now that we have an end in sight, it's a lot easier to, it's been difficult, I will say that.
Well, Annie, in some ways, it was like, you know, right before the Super Bowl, you're the starting quarterback.
But,
For
yeah.
you.
Good luck.
Hey, we're going to the Super Bowl. Guess what, Annie? You're the starter.
Okay,
Tom Brady got hurt. He's retired.
I'm the backup.
You're the backup. You're it's all yours.
Election day on the 10-yard line.
Well, I tell you, I like Dane, but I guarantee you, when he walked out that door, he was smiling.
I know.
If he wasn't smiling after this thing, I know he was smiling.
Well, he knew it was in good hands.
I just think like with all the drama, all the extra stuff that we deal with, our goal has always been just to let people vote and like provide access for people to vote. And a lot of people have said that, like that they appreciate that. So, I mean, if you keep that as your goal, getting people voted, then all of the other nonsense that comes along with it is worth it.
Oh, Democrat.
Sounds cliche, but it's the truth.
If you look at how many happy voters you have.
Right, yeah.
The 5 saying outrageous things. You know, that makes you feel better.
Oh, Democrat.
It's all good.
Yep.
You know, if you think
Fine.
about
It's
waiting
fine.
to find out the results of elections, I mean, you just think about, let's say, the 1800 election. They had the election in November, maybe, but then it takes a couple of days for each state to figure out who won their state. Then the electors don't go till they meet in December, I think, in Washington to cast their votes. So you had to wait a while to find out who actually won. Because technically, even now, until the electors cast their votes in December,
That's true.
you know. We just got used to finding out what the electors are going to have to cast their votes.
A lot of people have asked about that in particular, like how long are we gonna have to wait weeks to get results? Not in North Carolina.
Not in North Carolina, you're not.
Probably know by, say midnight, you have a decent idea. Once the big counties put everything in.
Particularly if it's a landslide either way.
I don't anticipate a landslide.
Large margin.
All I wanna know is who's gonna buy the ticket on November the 3rd, that's all I
By the what?
The ticket,
Oh,
we gonna be here.
I thought we were gonna have Panera. They have to deliver. Has to be delivered. Okay. Nope, it was a long story. We weren't able to communicate effectively what it was that we needed.
That's okay.
So we,
We'll wait till next time.
What are you after, Eddie?
Huh?
I'll tell you later.
we tried.
Okay.
2 different places, we tried. Ended up at Olive Garden.
Yeah, I see. I'm coming in here, get my, nah,
Yeah, just stop.
yeah.
Please, already.
I'm like, what?
There was some chicken in there.
Oh, my God.
Makes some good fried chickens, Carly sees.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I thought about sushi, but I figured that might not go over well with large.
Let's see if we can talk 8 hours.
Yeah, that's
Just eat this. It's like, you get 4 pieces for $25.
Good day. Get the bison burger.
Have you ever had a bison burger?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
it's about.
If someone
yeah.
hadn't told me it was a bison, I would never
Or
know
You
the
wouldn't
difference.
know.
Never know the difference.
Have you ever had a bison burger?
I have not.
Does somebody have one here in town?
Jay?
Jay's, as in on
John
Spence?
Street.
On Spence and John, but how they sell burgers at the other place now?
I didn't know.
I had,
Back up now?
I didn't realize, bison was Korean or Japanese for that matter.
It's not.
Sushi and burger bar.
Well, the burger place, sure, but
But Buffalo.
Jay's
don't.
Kitchen over there. Huh? I know that.
They clearly come from the American
I had mine in Wyoming and Utah. And
I had one at the
very popular. out
South
there.
Dakota.
Ted's Montana Grill there in Durham or whatever.
Yeah, very, very popular.
Yeah.
I had one in Rapid City, South Dakota,
You gotta get it with the egg.
the home
You
of
don't
the
get it with the
buffalo.
egg, they ain't gonna eat it.
A little bacon.
How many more of these burgers do we have? Is that all?
No,
Okay. There's cheesecake too.
All right.
You got some strawberry drizzle over there? Oh.
Is this the last batch that we're doing?
Well, you know me, I'm always calculating something, and I figured it'd take us about an hour to do these 60.
I love
We
these
on-
straight party tickets.
So we're about halfway through.
You know, ate some of the cheesecake. Oh, it's in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, somebody done went to Walmart, that's what you. Yeah, yeah.
The Walmart.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's where they sell that at, Walmart.
Democrat.
The Target, Walmart. There's a lot of paper.
Normally that second page is a little shorter.
There's a hard one.
So how's that cheesecake? All right?
Straight Democrat. Yep.
That's, I didn't know I hit it.
Oh, that was you, oh.
That was me.
Thought she had a puppy over there.
No, not quite.
Right, right.
That helps a little bit.
Another straight party.
Well, I like these in the envelopes.
Yeah. Yep.
Trying to get your dog.
Epilepsy pill. She's home.
Straight
I always make arrangements for him. He waits till he gets his pill, and then he goes to bed. So, he's 10.
I wish my kids were like that. When they were younger. Take a pill and go to bed.
Good night.
That didn't work. Yeah.
He has a very rough life.
Yeah, I said, I got my kids a golden retriever for Christmas. The guy says, I would have held out for a bulldog. Straight. Straight party.
In the future, it'll be good. Technologically. Yeah, that was a regular ballot, we just wouldn't. I'm looking at the same days. There's 124 same days from today.
Well, sitting there, I did 8 in a row.
And we still have an hour to go. there's two. Mm-hmm. Just calling them. I'm gonna try to do these when I get here first thing in the morning, so they can go out. Yeah. We can get them done by 8:30. Not tonight, but tomorrow. Get these last few out. Yeah. Well, she comes at 7:30, so. It's like 10. I know Wake County is.
all night long. I mean,
No idea how to use for the deadline.
oh, yeah. So the third back one for the week, the other week, what do you, start a 24-hour rotation?
I kept up all day. Thank you. Kind of defeats the purpose when I can do my dirty dishes.
Are we there yet?
Yes, sir, we're here. We got, after this one, there'll be 3 more, I think.
Right.
Light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, it's a train.
I'll take it.
At this point, I probably would. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, man, the end's in sight.
The end is in sight. One way or another, let's end this thing. As old Jerry Clower once said, shoot up amongst us, one of us has got to have some relief.
Wow! They don't know what he's talking
They don't know what I'm talking about. You know, you heard that story?
I know who he is. I know he is.
Oh, mercy. I
about.
love
Marcel.
Marcel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Marcel and Marcel.
He thought he was gonna poke a raccoon and it was a bobcat he poked. Up the top of that tree. That bobcat attacked him. And he was screaming, shoot this thing, shoot this thing. And oh, what was the name? The guy says, Marcel, I don't wanna shoot up there, I might shoot you. He said, well, shoot up amongst us. Well, it's gotta have some relief. Shoot up amongst us.
I was watching some of this stuff
My
the other day.
hometown, it's 18 degrees this morning with a
Lord.
wind chill of 6.
This is,
Where was that, Annie?
In Duluth, Minnesota, that's where I'm from, it's 18 degrees with a
you're
wind
from
chill
Duluth, Minnesota?
of 6.
Really?
Yes,
Eddie, when I was,
I made a good choice
You
to
did.
head south.
but I won't shoot.
I just hated it.
So,
Everything's
huh.
cold.
My eyes are cold, right? I live
He's
like,
got 16 weeks, me.
It's just cold.
it's even colder.
Down the woods.
You get north of that.
It's just
Now, there was
cold.
a dead,
You get used to it and you're
Dead tree.
inside all the time.
Not
And then when you're outside, you have to cover like your entire,
We shot possum, finally got that tree. I had three shells. Roger, got a barrel. We shot
You're
five
up
times.
amongst us. Well,
He got the five. He was completely unhurt.
Yeah. He was laughing at y'all.
We-
I mean, I did, cause I
we
didn't know
missed
any
it.
different. So, like.
I got
didn't know
home,
any different.
Grandpa wouldn't know.
But then I remember like.
Two
when I
shot
was
my gun.
In my early twenties, I went to San
Thought
Antonio.
Roger shot that.
Winter time, one time. and I
Yep.
was like,
Thinking, got a possum can breathe.
we don't have to live that way.
You missed that sucker.
F-wall.
Got an F-wop?
Yeah.
You mean it's an option to not live that way?
Eddie Edwards F-wop.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it in the summer, the fall, the spring, summer, fall, but the winters. I can't do it.
Little daughter.
Minnesota.
Land of many waters. You like-
Lots of,
And
mosquitoes.
Jesse Ventura.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I'd like to announce that the very first time that I voted
What's for Jesse?
was because Jesse Ventura was
Yeah.
running.
See, Jesse is
Who?
the reason
Jesse
why we have
Ventura.
the type of administration that we have right now.
Was running?
I was,
Jesse
the
Ventura.
first time that I voted, that's who got me out to vote. Jesse
Yeah.
Ventura.
Because, you know, you can go from being a world-known rapper to the governor of Minnesota. Look at it.
California,
Yeah.
like,
So, some other people were sitting there going, because I was
See, he was, his wrestling days were too, those were too long ago for me. I remember him from Predator. He
Oh,
was on the old Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah, yeah, the first one that got killed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
I
a lot
didn't
of
really
movies I
even know
haven't
who he
seen.
was. I just fell into the hype around it.
And he got killed worse than me.
That's an easy one. There's an easy one.
What?
Reform Party, wasn't that what he ran on?
Oh,
The Rock Road ticket? Wasn't that his party? I
uh,
guess I could Google it.
I'll have to
yeah,
Google
I
it.
think he was independent.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, we didn't get that.
Law.
Yep.
What it is? It's a fly size thing, bro. It's called a trick bag.
You got a card?
Yes.
A draft?
Yeah.
Before my time, but I remember that.
Yep.
You see, I brought yellow notes back from the break.
Reform Party. 1998. Well, 1999. 9876. October of 1999.
I was 9, so.
I think I was 23. I knew nothing about politics
He said, we got it.
Yep.
So you were 13?
No, in 1999, I was 23. Yeah. And I met Paul Wellstone in 1990. Paul Wellstone
Senator that died.
from Minnesota.
So you born in 76?
75.
75. My daughter was born in 77.
I'm so old I forget like when I was born.
Mine's
75.
easy, 'cause it's an even number of years, so. Quick math for me.
When were y'all stationed in Germany?
2004 through 9.
Okay. I was there from 86 to 90.
Okay. I loved it there. I wished I could go back.
We did too. Best assignment we ever had.
No, I mean to live.
Best assignment we ever had.
Yeah, it was great. We traveled like weekends, you go to Paris, you know, like here you go to Charlotte, there you go to Paris.
Here you go to the $5 pickle place.
Right.
That's right. For New Year's Eve, watch the pickle drop.
And that's big kind of stuff for these locals, man. They care about that thing. You know?
We went. Nice thing was, they had it earlier than midnight for the kids, you know.
Well,
So it was like 6 o'clock we had it.
we don't have no Christmas parade this year. What we gonna do?
What are we all gonna do? How are we gonna celebrate Christmas without parades?
And what about the fair? At the fair.
I'm gonna just do a parade around my cul-de-sac. That's what I'm
I tell you Wayne County's got one of the best fairs, county fairs around though, what I've heard.
It's about the only fair that county fair I've ever been to.
I miss the food.
I didn't know
You can go get it.
until I started working for the state of North Carolina, is that you have the state fair. You got two of them. You got one in Raleigh, and you got the Western State Fair. I didn't know.
Really?
I don't know that I knew that. Is it at the same time or is it?
No, it's after. The Western State Fair is after the state fair.
A lot.
The reason that was the case is because back in the day, when people couldn't come down off the mountain.
Oh,
they
yeah.
had to go to the state fair.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they-
it's still,
That's why you still got it.
that's still a haul.
That's still,
Yeah.
that's a long way.
It's 600 miles from one end of the state to the other end. That's a long state.
Yeah. And the governor's got a western mansion as well. He's got one in Raleigh and another one in, Asheville.
I didn't know that either. Did not know that.
Back in the day when they didn't have air conditioning,
Yeah.
go to the mountains in the summertime.
Is that in Asheville as well?
Yeah, I think, I'm almost sure that is.
Rick, I was working with a builder,
Yeah?
1957, I was 16 years old. And I remember reading one of the building magazines, they was talking about air conditioning your entire house.
Oh,
I
mercy.
thought, good gracious. Man, that'd be something to have an air conditioner. Because we had those little window units, you were rich enough to have one.
Yeah, if you're rich enough to have one.
Entire house. Now, 10 years later, talking, doing it for an entire mall.
Uh-huh. I think I was, I was a teenager before we, started air conditioning the house. Like at night to sleep.
Yep.
I didn't know you were using it.
Well, actually, in the Air Force in Mississippi, they had, they call it swamp cooler.
Uh-huh. Swamp, what?
A swamp cooler. Cool air, cool water,
Oh, yeah,
blow the air off the water.
yeah.
Yes, in Asheville. 45 Peyton Mountain Road, Asheville. I'll show you too.
Oh, you're giving me empty envelopes. As if there's no ballot.
So how many fans we got tonight? Do we know?
4, so 2. 2 are usually us.
2 are us and 2 are somebody else. Probably one of them, my wife checking on me. Making sure I'm doing what I said I'd be doing.
Say that is an Asheville. Well, I got to thinking, Asheville, probably when that thing was built, it was probably the only town in the mountains that was, that was substantial.
Oh, yeah.
Lord. Every time somebody talks about those, I hear pins. Not pens. So I'm like, what are you talking about? What pins do we give them?
Last one?
Yep,
All right.
it's a pen.
I don't hear any
Okay.
different.
Pen.
I don't hear any different.
Well, it depends.
Third time I've had that moment. I'm like, what? You know.
Don't tell them we gave it to them. They lasted about 2 seconds.
That one was
Like, no, somebody else.
I don't think we had a single correction in that, did we?
Good job, y'all.
not so far.
And that was a
Well
lot.
done.
Well, now, I'm not done looking at it.
That's true. That's true.
I found the one that would have been easy to make an error on though. There's only one vote on the back.
Well, tomorrow is my wedding anniversary, so I'll be married for 14 years tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So I'm gonna have to do something nice for the wife. I don't know what it is, but by the time she get home, I'll figure it out.
I hate to admit how many.
Put me on the pillow like that. I got it into the pillow.
The knife. We only have a bad knife. Oh, we don't need
Try
to.
Carl and Chill tomorrow, I guess. I've never been
I don't think I should have.
there. You
one
been
of
there?
those.
Good. Yeah. I mean, it's good steak for
A good dull knife.
Goldsboro, sir.
Do what?
Good steak.
Where?
Carl and Chill.
Where?
Carl and Chill.
You have to come check
I
out
think
the
it's the old
knife.
Waffle House on
They do
70.
have very good steaks.
You been to?
Their steaks are really good.
I've never been.
Somebody gave my wife and I a gift card, we went one time, it was good, it was.
You don't have a tendency to chew people out.
Got the idea, right?
Yeah.
That's quite an 80s term, chewing out.
How's my friend doing? Outside girl.
Wonderful. She's like a godsend to have her out there. Yes, it's wonderful. She's so friendly and
All the time. 6 a.m.
She's like that all the
6
time.
p.m., 12 p.m.
She sit right in the ring.
she's a great face for the front. Right. Thank you for voting.
Well, nice thing about she sells her pills for only $10 a piece.
On the side.
That was pretty good, Jimmy. That was pretty good.
Last one.
That was good.
That's a joke for the record.
Y'all talk about me. He's the oldest one in here. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh. You know I'm gonna get 10 emails tonight about
Just forward it to us, that's all.
with pictures and snapshots.
They having too much fun in here.
Okay, it's official. Perfect.
See, the reason they laugh is because they all brought $10 to work.
We signed the, overseas.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Right here, I got it.
I'm good.
I'm gonna give me some of that cheesecake. Here's the 65.
Well, that's not a good sound. It's very dramatic. Just, just need to approve the military and overseas.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the military ballot, overseas ballot as reviewed.
He made the motion.
I did, second, right now. Aye.
So all those, just the absentee ones in the boxes over there.
Three? These are empty. For next week.
He's putting those stickers on.
So the other one's already involved.
Okay, so we have 5,711 tonight. That's our cumulative total since the beginning of absentee by mail. Tonight we have 846 civilian, 15 overseas, and 65 military, for a total of 926. So that all balanced out.
The overall total again was 5,001.
5711. I'll pass you all the.
We had how many, we just went through 65, Annie?
65 military.
I thought you said 16 military.
No, 65.
15 overseas
Overseas.
and 65 military.
I'll bring your attention to the absentee processing log. We did an initial last week, so please do your due diligence and put your initials there for last week.
Okay.
Just my oversight. Ready to go on. Everybody else did, yeah. We don't be wrong, we all.
Well, I circled mine just in case one of you guys is wrong. That's not my signature. We did 926 tonight. That's more than we did last week, wasn't it?
A little bit less. We did 11.
Yeah, we did 11.
We had that extra day because of
Yeah,
the holiday.
Because of the holiday, and they all caught up with it.
And then I think too, people are going to vote early now. So a lot of people that requested are calling and asking, can I just go vote early? Which they can, as long as they don't have a return ballot, they can go vote early.
Well, I talked to a gentleman the other day, his wife was with him, but she didn't say it. But he said, I have voted for the first time. He was 73, and I voted for the first time in my life, and he was 73 years old.
I've seen that a few times in this election.
Where am I supposed to initial? Here? Initial.
Yeah, I think it'd be a higher percentage of voters this time than, in a long, long time participation. high participation rate.
Well, I voted the first time I was eligible, and I voted every time since, you know, and the guy, I was charged $2 in Orange County because I had to have it certified, certified. And the guy charged me $2 to certify his signature. And I don't think, I left, but I didn't like it. But I don't think that's legal. Or,
Thank you, that's all I have.
Annie, do you have those numbers, handy, that, about the cure? You still have those handy?
Yeah.
About, as far as how many have been
Sure.
cured, and how
have,
many are still outstanding?
I have 47 that are pending cure, which means that we sent them the cure affidavit and it just hasn't been returned yet.
Okay.
So 47. We have 55 who had to get a new ballot due to not having the witness signature. So 55 got a new ballot with a letter explaining why they were getting a new ballot. And then since last week, 34 have either, returned their new absentee ballot or voted in person early.
Do we know what the outstanding, or is that's all, that would be all of them that have?
Right, outstanding is the 47 plus 55, 102
Okay.
outstanding.
Okay, thank you.
55 because they haven't sent it back to us yet.
Right. Yeah.
So we're
they-
talking about a total of 1%?
Right.
What we've received so far? So-
Right.
Okay,
So, yep.
very good, very good.
Yep, that's it.
Move to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn this August body.
I second.